Welcome back, viewers. Shark TV. Woo!
How good is it, Cole? Come up Sunday night.
Unreal.
Get the show we're having done with.
That's right.
And I said, you want to get the boys out? And I said, let the boys watch. They're over here, the young fellas, having a watch. Live
we've got a big crowd tonight.
They said, I want to go down to the farmer's market.
Yeah. That's right. Oh, well,
Off to a flyer.
Off to a flyer.
Absolute flyer.
How's the week been?
Very quiet.
Very quiet?
Very quiet.
Bit of cannons work?
Yeah. Rolling around there, mate, you know.
Yeah.
So there we go.
How's the foot there, all right?
Nah, it's no good.
Didn't look like a foot to me.
No.
Like 3 or 4 inches.
No.
Anyway.
You standing with a brick, but so here we go.
Now, what a big week it's been in footy.
Massive week for you, mate.
Oh, huge week. Really happy about tonight. Anyway.
Talk us quickly through it.
Oh, look, I tell you what, our boys in the 15-1s were sensational today. We did go down by 17 points to the more fancy Keilor, but they were wonderful. So we're done. We're over. We're finished. On better news, Joe Frizzetto and Nick Paciulo's under-15 B-side have touched up Burnside. Couldn't happen to a bigger bunch of flogs.
Speaking of Burnside, though,
Yeah.
any truth to the rumour?
Apparently so.
We don't deal in rumours in this show.
No,
we do it
rumour
in
is
facts.
fact.
But apparently had an unauthorised training session at
Allegedly.
Rumour is fact.
Absolutely.
So Hillside.
Yeah. They've just,
Burnside training at Hillside.
yeah, they just rolled up on a Saturday, sometime during Saturday, and just decided that they'd have a trot around on our track, and not even a nice little
How do you do?
text message or a phone call to say, guys, would you mind?
Yeah, mate.
It's just a complete lack of disrespect.
Even a smoke signal if you haven't got a phone down at Burnside.
I don't think they have.
Anyway. I think I've seen Jock Burns smile a little bit.
Yeah, did you?
Oh, that or he's trying the old one-cheek sneak.
You reckon?
Yeah, that's what got him off guard.
Fair to say that the lads needed to win on Saturday, and thankfully they got the chocolates.
They did get the chocolates, but the first quarter was horrible by both teams. It was like, I think at one stage it was 6 points each or something like that.
Yeah, I did see East Keilor had only kicked 8 points.
Yeah.
They kicked 8 points before they kicked their first goal, maybe.
Oh, well,
But anyway, that's all good.
we'll push on.
We shall. Who started us off, Carol Wine? I think the under 19.5s.
Robbie Davis got there in a Carlton draft.
Robbie Davis is becoming a Snapchat sensation.
A Snapchat sensation.
Especially off Tom Drake's phone. every Thursday night, it looks a little bit like this. Very, very humorous. T. Drake just continues to deliver on Snap.
So last week they got touched up by East Keilor by
1,000 points.
Yeah, under points or whatever. They come out this week and they win 8-4-52 to 8-2-50. Goals? Don't know.
Oh, who's the team manager there for the under 19.5s? Do we know Carol Wine? I don't think we have one because they never put anything in there. But the best players, our favourite boy there, Muhammad Ali.
Muhammad Ali, he was up there. He was
just shadow boxing a little bit.
Yeah,
he was fantastic. The skipper, Big Chrissy Dib, was there. He played very well. Ahmed Al-Chakik. Yep. Ahmed, your boy Mullins.
Joshy Mullins, he goes all right, Joshy.
Joshy goes good.
Bulldog supporter. They get in every week.
Yeah, every week, even if he doesn't play.
Yeah, doesn't matter.
And my neighbour over the road there, Blakey Joannudes, he kicked a snag and also got a mention in the best players. Good on you, Blakey boy.
And rumour reaches me old Chirks. Everyone loves a good Chirk up.
Yeah.
Might have got a bit of claret the other week at training. 24 stitches in the old Buffont.
Just 24. A lazy 24
butted
stitches.
heads with someone at training and he come off second best.
Oh,
That's what you get for going to Burnside and coming back Chirks.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Lucky we didn't give you one beforehand. But anyway, that's all right. So I think that enables the mighty Hillside Sharks, Robbie Davis's boys. They've comfortably locked away in the 4.
They are. I think they're all time for top spot. East Keilor, West Meadows.
Okay.
Yeah. So good on them.
How did Lucas Watson go? Who gives a shit? Right.
Apparently he got donuts. Did
he? He kicked 2 goals.
Did he? Whatevs. Watson opens a fine for you.
Yeah. What about the great man T. Homo?
T. Homo, old Thomo.
He's dead set Shark TV favourite.
Well, he wants to be, but they got up. Well, they got up 10-11-71 to 4-11-35.
That's exactly right. Now
goals. It's becoming a big worrying trade here, mate.
It is. I'm pretty disappointed when we go to the team app and discover that there's no information there at all.
No.
East Keilor have got off their wallets and they've put they've listed their players here.
Caitlin.
Listen up, Toots. We know you're playing.
Toots, your season's done. It's dusted. Put the goal kickers in, for God's sake.
Thank you. That'll make our job so much easier.
Yeah.
So everybody apart from Yappa was the best players?
Yeah. It wouldn't matter if he played by himself. Yeah, he probably does, but he's not getting in the best here.
So we couldn't tell you, but I'll tell you what I did see was I did see my man Izzy O'Cock, hard as a.
Hard as it.
Yeah, he's pretty good.
He's been over the radio waves for a while now. It is.
Has he what? Has he what?
Get around.
So roll with the next one. Great. What did we do?
Look, mate.
The guests.
Let's just cheers. It was the last tour of the degustation event.
The degustation tour has come to an unfortunate end.
And we ran into Jules.
She was lovely, Julie, wasn't she?
She was, and a couple of young...
Took a fine liking to you, great man.
Does she? Yeah,
they don't call it Cougar Land for nothing.
No, they don't. But, geez, I tell you, she just embraced us like there was no tomorrow.
Well, she actually did.
Yeah, yeah. And it's like the camera wasn't rolling there, Rob. We met Julie, and there was a couple of other young lasses that were working in the canteen.
Well, Olivia Watson was in there, of course, who we know very well.
Yep.
And young Jess was in there helping out. So cheerio to you girls. Well done. Volunteers, bloody stars.
So they had the Cougar burger.
They did have the Cougar burger.
But Jules tipped us into a hot dog.
Yep.
I think we had a hot dog with cheese. I know what you had.
I had a hot dog with cheese too.
After I ate that, I was as full as a pair of Nick Griggs shorts.
Yeah. Now, this is one thing that we didn't ascertain the actual facts on this show, but apparently the canteen sales at the Cougar Land have plummeted through the floor since Nick Rigg decided to trot off up the bloody Calder Highway there and go and have a couple of kicks with Rupo.
So yeah, no, I was done, cooked.
Well, fair enough. Well, listen, shall we ask Joe so politely to drop that little interview in there with Julie? Joe, if you wouldn't mind, Julie's interview, please. Welcome. We're back.
I found myself a cougar, Cole.
Have you really? Oh, jeez. You didn't even hear that.
We've saved the best till last.
Have we what?
Have we what?
Now, Luke, where are we? We are at...
Overland's Reserves.
We are. This is our final episode forever.
Forever. This is the last of the degustation tour.
Yes.
Who are we here with, Cole?
We are here with the most magnificent Julie, who is the boss of the Cougar Canteen. Julie, welcome to Shark TV.
Thank you.
Now, Julie.
Yes.
How long have you been working here in the canteen?
1 day.
1 day only?
This season.
Just this season? Excellent,
this
good.
season, yeah.
Now, the best sellers at Overland's Reserves Canteen, tell us what they are.
Cougar burgers.
And the Cougar burger is what?
A burger.
Yes.
In a bun.
Yes. With?
Lettuce.
Yes.
Tomato. Cheese.
The whole lot.
Oh, you want the whole recipe?
The whole thing?
We don't want the recipe.
No.
So, Julie, you've been involved in the canteen for 1 year. How long have you been here at East Keilor?
1 year.
Just.
Oh, my son.
Yeah.
He's been involved in the East Keilor Footy Club, John Edgar.
Okay.
And they needed somebody for the canteen, so he says, Mum, can you help?
And Mum came to the rescue.
Come to the rescue.
Mum can't wait for the season to finish?
No, I've enjoyed it.
Enjoyed it?
Yeah. I can boss everybody around.
Yeah, good.
It's
Very
like being
good.
at home.
But this is why we're out on the degustation tour, Luke, because we love seeing volunteers such as Julie just helping out the community club. It's bloody fantastic.
Julie, well done to you.
Should be a lot more.
Should be a lot more.
Yeah.
Well done to you.
Thank you.
And thanks for everything you do here.
Thank you.
Now, we told you about the signing off part, didn't we?
Oh.
Are you ready?
You ready? Signing off from Overland's Reserves Canteen with Julie. Beautiful. Fair to say that Julie, she took a shining to you greatly.
She was like a moth to a naked flame.
She was. But she's a lovely lady, and they do a fantastic job. All the volunteers. We'll probably have one more episode before we sign off for 2018.
And look, we might even put a bit of a ladder together of the tour.
I think we're going to do that. Yeah. We'll get one of the Billy Lids to put something together.
We'll do
us.
something.
I'm sure we will.
Listen, we've had a bit of late breaking news.
We're going.
As we were duly reminded by old Billy Gog and Robbie Gray, that F. Flog got his under 13 A's into the grand final today in the big dance.
He did. They unfortunately for you, they beat Taylor's Lakes, your boy.
Yeah.
But anyway, F. Flog and the postman,
Billy Goggin,
they'll have next week off, and they've marched their way into a grand final. Good on them. Good on them.
I think another under 13 team got in the GF today.
Yes, that's right. The under 13 Bs are into the grand final as well.
How the under 18 girls go?
They got done today, unfortunately for Joshy and the girls. They got done, but I think they fight to live another day. Is that right? the postman. They can come. They have another crack at it, which is great.
So for the next show, we'll get a full wrap up of all the juniors and where they're at. Eh?
Yeah, most certainly. But they've had a successful day because the 17 ones got up as well today. So
Okay.
pretty good.
They played crazy then, didn't
They certainly did.
they?
They certainly did. Right,
I wonder how the world's ugliest water boy went today, Youngie.
I don't know. He was there. I saw him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I seen him last Sunday. Let me tell you.
He wasn't bobbing for apples, but anyway.
The poor bloke.
No,
He was running on 4 legs.
He's a legend. He's an absolutely, we absolutely love Young. I love him so much more than Arcoletta.
Especially the way he picks on you, I suppose.
Yes, they're very good. Where are we going now? Come on, we're sort of waffling around here.
We met with the president of East Keilor.
Bulldog Nickel.
Let's run that, Joey.
Drop it in, Jay. Anywhere. Where are we now? We've got the top dog.
We don't muck around here, mate.
No.
Straight to the top.
The top dog, and his nickname's Bulldog. Jeff Nichols, welcome to Shark TV.
Yeah, thanks very much for having me on the program today.
No worries.
Jeff, how long have you been involved at East Keilor?
I started my career here in 1974. I ended up becoming president 6 years ago. So last 6 years I've been president down here. So yeah, I played under nines here in 1974. Started then.
So that's a bloody long time, mate.
Maybe 45, 46 years almost, I reckon.
Got to be about 44, Cole, if you can count.
Lifetime.
Lifetime feels like it. Mate, you've had ups and downs here, like as far as the club and numbers go, especially with the way the community is. You seem to be on the way back up now?
Yeah, look, we're slowly clawing our way back, as a Cougar. But look, it's a long process, and clubs go in full circles, So hopefully we're coming and, to the top of our full circle, so going forward.
So you won a flag in Division 2 3 years ago?
216?
Yes, look, since my premiership, we've won 2 flags here under me in Division 2, and we went up 1 year and then come straight back down the following year. So, and then we learned from those, outcomes of what needed to be sustained in Division 1. So, yeah.
And you done it. I mean, obviously Ash come along the second time you come up, and you've been able to stabilise. You've got a lot of new recruits this year. Probably hasn't gone as what you would have expected so far.
Yes, no, you are correct. We were stricken with injuries as well. So with the injuries, it just didn't go our way this year. So, but every club has them, and it's no excuse. And there should be a depth of players behind you, and that's what you need to get.
We saw I didn't witness it, but there was a cracking game of under-19s footy out here earlier today, and the twos, you guys are going really well in the twos, so I don't think that there's a massive issue with the depth, mate. You've got to keep these juniors coming through, don't we?
Yeah, that's correct. Look, today was a close game. It was only 2 points in it at the end of it, and could have gone either way. Last week we played yous, and I think we beat yous by about 12, I think, and... But yeah, it was good to see you come back this week, and you pipped us at the post by 2 points. So
That's good.
So you speak of injuries, mate. As a father, though, your young fella's played senior footy this year. How's that been for you?
Yeah, no, it's been fantastic to see the young fella, come to age, and this is his first year in under 19s, and he's played, I think, most of his senior football this year. I think he's only played 1 or 2 games in under 19s, so the rest of it's all been senior football. So he's held his own, which is really good, and good to see.
Saw him play last time against us, and he's hard as a cat's head. He's as tough as nails. He's a good kid.
Yeah,
good
you've
kid.
had about 10 or so 19s play senior footy this year?
Yeah, we've been blooding a few going through, so throughout the year, and it's been really good to see giving opportunity out there, and that's what football all about. So if you give people opportunity, they take it, and let them run with it. So.
Yeah. That's good, mate. Now, Jeff, I understand that there's some fantastic renovations and extensions are going to happen here up at Overland Reserve. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, that's correct. We've got it's been a long process. I've been onto the council in the last 7 years, and we've just been awarded $3.5 million renovation here, which is a knockdown rebuild and double story. So we're looking forward to that next year. So.
Shark TV could be looking for a new home, mate, if you've got a bit spare in there. But sponsors, what have we got here? Give them a plug.
We've got Made Logistics, with IGA, Truckload, GNC, Snowgum Holmes as well. So Nelson and Alexander as well, so which is a big supporter of ours over the last couple of years, which is fantastic.
That's bloody tough in the community sport, whether it be footy, netball or whatever it is, to raise funds. So the sponsors are just such an important, integral part of community sport, aren't they? It's just...
Well, that's correct. The days are gone from where just canteen and bar money actually pay for your senior side and pay the running of the club, and those days are gone now. It's a big industry now, and it's a lot of money you've got to find, and without the sponsors' help, you wouldn't survive.
Now, listen, also, mate, a big thanks from the Hillside Footy Club for taking Rick Kafari. It's been an absolute pleasure for you to take him away from us.
He's been banned from Hillside.
No, it all serious, mate. We wish you a little bit of luck today, not too much, and hopefully maybe 4:30 might come in for a victory.
Now, before we go,
before
we go, we can't close off before we ask Jeff Bulldog who the best player ever to pull on the Cougars jumper. So go with that one first. Have you got an idea for us?
We've had a few over the years. We've had Bomber Thompson play here. We've had Mark Harvey play here. So they played their juniors here.
Big ass Kelthorpe.
Kelthorpe. We've also had Mark Aythorne. We've had Troy Maloney. So Mark Aythorne was one of the hardest guys I played with. One of the unsung heroes of East Keel would be probably Steve Gray, which was a very hard man and should have played AFL but was too lazy. But anyway, he was a really good footballer.
I don't think Ice would be tuning in here, would he?
I'll make sure he watches the program. So
he's a good man, Ice. He's a good man.
He's a very good man.
So the best?
The best, I'd say, probably Mark Aythorne.
Okay. Yeah, fair enough.
Glenn Manton played here as well.
Glenn Manton played here. He came later on in his career. Manton played here. Jack Meyer.
Pre-Bolt.
Yes. Yeah, so Jack Myercheck also, he was a very hard man here too. So
very good. But there's been some shockers, and fair to say there's been some ordinary footballers that run through this joint. Scott Jardine might have been one of those. Would he have been? Muscles?
He would have been Muscles. I've seen a couple of pictures of little Muscles.
He's no good.
But give us the worst of all time.
The worst of all time. Come on.
Last time I played with Scott Jardine, he was knocked out at Maribyrnong Park, so that might bring back.
I don't think he's ever recovered.
No, it's affected him all of his life.
Those bloody seagulls down the Maribyrnong River.
Yeah, so. The worst player who's ever come out of here. Rob Cletter, actually. He was very slow and, he was hard to keep up with. But
that's no surprise to us. You can see the reaction on their faces. Not really surprised.
Just to let you know, mate, I think he's got faster.
Yeah, he was a bit faster as the years gone on. But no, he was always a hard man, Rob. So had a good time with him here. So.
Righto, mate.
All right. Thanks very much.
Thanks for your time, Bulldog. You're a good man. Signing off.
Let's
signing off from Overland's Reserves.
Let's go.
Good on you, mate. How good a bloke is Bulldog? He's been there since
44 years.
Yes, he's been there. I was one.
I was doing backstroke.
Jeff Nichols is a very nice man.
If you were one, there's a fair chance your nose might have been 3 months.
It's very good. They're very good. You've got to come up with something better than that.
Yeah, come up, hurry up.
Righto. So, doing some fabulous stuff down there. Probably, as Jeff said on their interview, probably didn't achieve what they wanted to on the field this year, East Keel. They were all the rage. All the rage up all they were. Yeah. But when Nick Grigg walked out, they were done. No, that's not true. No, Jack. We love Nick Grigg. He still watches the show.
Of course he would.
Yeah. Okay. Where are we going to? The big dance.
Big dance.
Yeah, the big dance. Must-win game. It was a must-win game for the Sharks. Burnsy was squeezing oranges. He was he was shitting bricks.
Bluestones.
Yep.
He could have built Pentridge by himself.
Yeah, but he was all right before the game. We had a quick chat to him before the game. But anyway.
They came right out of the blocks of East Keel.
Did they?
Kicked the first few points. And it was a point off.
Yeah, I know, but if those first three had been... And they were all... I watched the first 3 points, and they were all set shots missed in front. Yep. If that had been 3 goals straight, Barney Rubble.
Big Barney Rubble.
The big dance.
Alas not. So 13-19-97 to 9-14-68. Goals. We've got the stutter rap.
The stutter rap.
Oh, Rash.
He kicked 4. He's a star. I love him.
The next guy that kicked 2.
Oh. I'll tell you what we might do, Joe. If you wouldn't mind, Joe, could you just drop this little image in here, please?
Name this clown.
What is going on with his Yogi Bear?
There's a party going on out back, Billy Ray Cyrus-esque.
Oh, and I've heard that the hairdresser could potentially be one Joe Drake.
Well, he's probably got another calling in life.
Yeah, I know, and it's a carpenter. Although, by the look of Julian's head, it's a butcher.
Well, if he's a carpenter, I wonder what Dulls' floorboards look like.
Oh.
T. Drake got amongst a couple.
Shark TV's Player of the Year.
Hazy got one. Sinclair got one. Patane kicked 1 goal, 5 or something.
Did he really?
like that.
Matthew Patane.
One Rayner got a goal on the weekend.
I bet you didn't try and snap it.
No, he didn't. If he'd had of his old man would have just spat chips. And my mate, the ball drop.
I've been defending my great man, the tuna. I've been defending him all year. However,
Well, don't.
no, I'm jumping off the tuna train and I'm jumping on your
He's
train.
kicked 1 goal, 11-5 on the weekend.
Did he? I heard he took a mark like about 3 cars in, should have handballed it over the top of the rash, and didn't, and tried to snap it and still missed it. He didn't have a good day, did he?
No, I don't think that one made the distance. I don't think he might have just floated across goal. But
Now, if you want a bit of advice, young tuna, we know a bit about the caper. We might just slide down to Sharks Parks on Thursday night and run you through a few ball drop drills.
Not going up to Sharks Parks, mate. You want help, you come to me.
Okay, then. Out in the
Do
we'll
somewhere.
go out in the court.
We'll do
Out
something.
in the street.
Yeah, in the street.
Anyway,
listen,
still love the tuna, though.
Oh, it's not there. We'll just pop round to your joint.
Yeah, that's right. That's it. Yeah. Well, we can do that too.
Yeah.
A handy 4 points. So we go to the Jags next week. We're hosting the Jags,
Hosting the Jags and then the bye.
and we've got the bye. I reckon we might pick the 4 points up on the bye.
It'll be a close contest.
Now, can I just go back to the evening at the ball? It was a fantastic night, wasn't it?
We go best players first.
We were okay.
LIM.
Liam Johnson is rare form.
Oh, Forrest Gump.
White
We've
hot.
renamed you Forrest Gump because you never know what you're going to get.
No.
The last that's a full box of chocolates.
What about the midget Jackson Volpato?
He had the ball on a string.
Those tattoos he's got up and down his calves are shit house. As
They're
Jake Bartolo said, you don't put stickers on Ferraris.
Yeah, well, someone should don't go there. Joey Careless is playing out of his skin.
Is he? The Squid Head.
Squid Head.
Yeah, you like that? I've just nicknamed Joey Careless Squid.
Oscar Brown, the stutter rap,
Yep.
and Rizagashi.
He was a gashi. Hard as a cat's head, gashi.
He was off injured in the first minute.
Yeah, someone.
The
I think it
difference.
was- I
The
think it was-
difference got him.
Did he?
Yeah. Why, mate, the difference?
Is he?
H Charters.
The difference.
The difference. He's come
Commonly
back.
known as the myth from last year because you don't rate him. You don't like him, do you?
No, not at all. But
No.
he's the difference.
Do you reckon? I don't think he's a difference at all.
You remember all those times in that selection committee and I'd throw his name up and Burnsy did, yeah, you're fucking kidding.
You are full of shit, Caroline.
Oh, wowee.
Can I mention the ball now?
Yeah.
It was a good night, wasn't it? We did some of our final work on the carpet. And to all the Big Footy viewers out there, we're going to throw that up on Big Footy. It's all about us. But I have to mention the performance of Natalie Jane Modric. Victor Mick's far better half.
Well, I think you said the night you make him walk taller.
Is that what I said?
I
did
think so.
I was probably speaking left-handed.
I think you were, but
Yeah.
I think...
But Natalie, I'll tell you what, you're welcome to come on Shark TV at any time. You keep watching the episodes, my girl. You were fantastic.
only concern is I think Vic might be reaping the absolute benefits of our good work. So, Vic, if you are, mate,
Oh, good on you, Tiger.
cheers to you, buddy.
Righto, so what have we got coming up here, young
So,
man?
President's Lunch this weekend.
It is hosting the Jags, as we said.
We got Sheedy,
Yes.
Chicken Nixon.
Yep.
Him and Liam could have a conversation.
Oh, geez, that'd
Who
go
knows
on
what'll
time,
go on
wouldn't
there? That's this Saturday before the Jags. Another little interview we ran down at Cougarland.
Cougarland, yeah. Gav?
Oh, Gav,
Gav Wignall. The secretary.
the secretary, as he liked to call it. Joe,
Just drop that in, Tiger.
drop that in, mate.
Luke. Cole. More Rory. Gav Wignall's here to join us. The treasurer, I've got that right, didn't I? Secretary, I just buggered that up. Bit of everything.
Anyway, yeah.
Welcome to Shark TV, mate.
Welcome to West Keeler, boys. Thanks for coming
mate.
down.
Listen, can you help me out, mate? Someone told me I'm going to Cougarland and I haven't found one yet. But I've been looking.
If you want to get to Cougarland, you've got to get here Ladies' Day about 6 o'clock in the afternoon.
It's like a drip truck.
And then by 10 o'clock, your bloody it's out of
It's all
control.
right. You're taking that six-pack home?
You can't stop them, mate.
Yeah, I know.
It's the biggest day we have, and you can't wind them up, and you can't kick them out.
It's the only day they come to, isn't it?
It is the only day they come. And surprisingly, there's a lot of blokes arrive about 7 p.m. because they think they're half a chance to clean up. But anyway,
Very good, very good.
How long you been around here, mate?
On and off from the 70s. So I played here as a junior, and then open age footy, and then come back to coach juniors when my son was got involved again. So he's finished playing and I'm still here. So I've done pretty much everything bar be president. So yeah,
It's a common thread actually, because we've been around to all the clubs, Gav, so far this season, and there's quite a few volunteers that say, "Oh, my son, do your kids play here?" No, they've moved on. You know, so it's
it's sort of my footy club, as in it's where you're from. So
Can you live local? You live local?
I do now. Yeah, I lived in Pascoe for a long time. We just moved back in a couple of years ago. So I'm in East Keeler, and my wife reckons there's something wrong with us all. But anyway, she's not from East Keeler.
No, there's not. I grew up there in the street in Ballarat Avenue, mate. There's nothing wrong with us, I can tell you.
How many stubby trip to get home?
Here for now, it's only about half a stubby for me, so I've got to be quick.
It's, of course, walking. Of course, walking.
Responsible here at East Keeler.
Good.
Yeah, absolutely.
My word.
So, how many games do you reckon you played all up while you were here?
Open age over 100, but also had a spell as a junior at Old Riverside Stars. So I played a lot of junior footy down there as well. Yeah. But here first, Riverside Stars, and been here forever. Yeah.
That's good. There's and we were speaking to Jeff a little bit earlier about the all the advances you got going on with the knockdown, the rebuild, everything. So the club's in a really good spot, mate. Yeah.
When we took over sort of 5 or 6 years ago as a committee, our aim was to run a good small business. Because we thought we're not going to be Keeler, we're not going to be Aberfeldy.
You don't want to be, they're no good.
Well, they're great. No, we haven't got the people, so we're never going to compete on that level.
Did you see Cam Rayner's dad's here too?
Oh, is he?
Yeah. He's got his beanie on inside out.
So we're never going to compete, but we're proud that we pay our bills, and we've never had anyone say you guys have dodged us for money and stuff, which happens in footy clubs a lot. So we're proud of that the last 5 or 6 years.
And you've gone back, when you've gone for your rebuild for senior, you've gone back to kids or blokes that played here as juniors, which helps out with the point system.
Yeah, and we've had a great crop of juniors. Not only I coach, a lot of other people coach, but they all come through. They're 22, 23, and they're out there today. Yeah, great. So that was really important to us, because what's easier than getting your own blokes in?
Especially now with the point system,
the points and the dollars. We can't compete with a lot of clubs on dollars as well.
What I do like that, you throw in a bit of self-congratulations in there. It's always good to get in that, isn't it?
It's all about me and Jeff, That's what everyone reckons.
I couldn't agree more, mate. Listen,
now
we really appreciate what you do.
Yeah, and you guys are great. I've seen your stuff, and you've been around.
Thanks, mate.
So,
well, this is about.
Scared our canteen lady? Did she scare you off? Or?
Yeah, she did. Yeah, she did. Yeah. We got out of there quick. We got out of there quick, smart. But it's about. I mean, this whole thing that we're doing, this stupid stuff we do. It's all about the volunteers, And you're a volunteer. So is Jeff. Everyone around the club. That's what it's all about.
The hours you put in, or everyone puts in, and now the league's far more professional, and they've got a lot of staff, and all that means is a heap more emails. But you've got to respond, and you've got to keep up with it. So it's become a real. For everyone involved, absolutely. And you've got to run it like a business, and that's what we do.
You just don't get paid.
We just don't get paid. Yeah, it's a great business.
Now, go with the best player to ever pull on the Cougars jumper, in your humble opinion.
And he played again. We had a Legends game here 12 months ago, and I actually got to chase him around for a while, and I realised why he was so good, because I still couldn't catch him.
If you say, you're not going to say Steve Watson, are you?
Steve Gray.
Oh, Steve Gray.
The Iceman.
Five best and fairest, and just looked like he was in slow motion the whole time. Unbelievable football.
And Jeff threw him under the bus earlier. He said should have played AFL, but he's just too bloody lazy.
Yeah, he's just quiet. He was a guy that wouldn't self-promote or anything. So he wouldn't.
Not like Rick Gaffari. He's a self-congratulator.
He's self-congratulated around the state of Victoria, Rick. He's got everything covered.
Very good.
I got no more.
I'll ask the last question.
So the last question we normally ask is, you just named your best. Worst player ever to pull on a Cougar jumper?
I've coached all the junior teams pretty much, and I've coached the reserves years ago in the last couple of years. So you always cop a few beauties in the reserves. But there's a guy come down from Avondale, and lovely guy, and they said this guy can really play, but could not get out of his own way, And
wouldn't get a kick in a stable.
A lovely guy, but a bit of a pest at the same time. And that's have you heard of a bloke called Rob Coletta?
No, never heard of him.
You lost me when you said he was a nice guy, mate.
No. Rob Coletta, I haven't seen him for a while. I hope I run into him again one day.
But you'll run into him.
You won't miss him, mate. No, you won't miss him.
Oh,
Right.
Just give me a drive-by.
Yeah, why not?
He's a drive-by. So you
Very
come
good.
take
Righto.
the boy out of Avondale.
We're off. We're going out to have a look at the game.
Well done.
Thanks for coming on the show, mate.
Good on you. Thanks
Lovely
a lot.
to see you.
Good work, boys.
And
on you,
signing
mate.
off.
Thanks,
You ready? Signing off. Shark
Come on, mate.
TV.
Put it up there.
TV.
He's a good lad, Gav.
Yeah, he was up for a chat.
Yeah, he
wasn't
was too. So isn't it interesting that him and Bulldog have been there almost exactly the same time?
Yeah.
Yeah, Bulldog's young bloke's playing in the ones. He didn't play on the weekend, but he's a bloody good player. But I think Gav's kids aren't playing anymore.
No.
Still there. Typical bloody volunteer, just doing the hard yards, getting the job done.
It's been a common theme, though, hasn't it?
Has it what?
Yeah.
Has it
No,
what?
good on him.
Yeah, absolutely.
We've got one thing we need to just run by. So we were talking, that and no coercing here, right? We
Oh, no.
We said to Eastkill, like, who was the worst player who's ever been here? And they said somebody could come play in the reserves.
We did not speak to them. We didn't influence their decision at all.
No, like, we said mentioned a couple of worst players, and they just a couple. We only got one. So Bird, I'm not sure we did it. Gone into the archives, Cole.
We did go to the and that's as they say on the front bar.
Yeah, we've gone into the archives.
That's our favourite. It's our favourite part of the show.
It's fair to say
We dug deep into the archives for this one.
we didn't have to dig deep. We didn't have to go that
I
far.
was just floating on top, was it?
It was like, pick me out of this barrel. Here's a little snap.
Pardon the pun.
Words can't describe what I want to say right now.
Drop that in, Joe. They're a bit rowdy, aren't they?
Holy shit, Batman.
Was he a natural left footer?
I don't know.
Oh,
I'm not sure what's going on there, but that photo is absolutely enormous.
I don't know what. I think Ray Stevens in the background was praying that he wasn't going to do a hamstring or something. Wasn't he?
Oh, he wasn't
What
gonna
was
fall-
Ray doing in the background?
Wasn't going to fall backwards and fucking kill him.
He would have rolled over in like one of those steamrollers on a road.
There. So, Arcoletta.
It was a common theme, wasn't it?
Yeah, wow. So not only was he the worst player ever to play at East Keilor, but going by that snap, I think he had one possession. Zero
that was it.
effectiveness.
That was it.
Big bird.
Turnover.
Gotta
Very
love
good.
him.
Righto, so now our little journey here is coming to an abrupt close, isn't it? Great man.
Can't wait for it to finish.
Absolutely. So we're going to. Are we going to go to Sharks Parks next week? I think I've got to work.
Well, see we go. Might go and watch the Jags.
You reckon?
Well,
Go
I
and see
think
Clokey?
Give Churchy a bit of tips.
Yeah.
I might give him the tip. Give him the whole thing.
Very good. Righto, we're going to sign off.
Okay.
Now, we must mention before we go, he's a great man, Nick Paciullo. He assistant coached Joe Frazzetto today in the circus.
In the circus.
Yeah. But AB Building and Maintenance Services, I'm not sure. The postman's just had a little of a sleep in the sleeping bag over there.
Siesta.
Yes. AB Building and Maintenance. Fantastic, Nick
Which,
Paciullo.
you can get the director there, Nick, on 0417 015 055.
And what about on the same phone number?
On the same phone number. I'll tell you what, if you ring in, we'll donate twice.
That's right. And the Urban Restaurant Refurbishment Group, 0417 015 055. I'm not sure if that's going to be in shot or not. Excuse my shocking fingernails. But Nick Paciullo just continues to give. And he won an award, didn't he, at the ball the other week?
He did. He won the 5-year service award.
Yeah, voluntary stuff. Yeah, that's right.
I think that was from the canteen.
It was. He spent the most.
Good on you, Nick.
Right, we're signing off.
Okay,
We've got to go. We're going to go and have a boy.
Okay, done.
Signing off, Shark TV. Bang.